Now for an update on the rural sector. Hamish McKay is with us at the desk, host of the Country this week. Good morning.
Morning, Ryan.
Good to see you, Hamish.
Good to be here.
We'll talk a little bit about tariffs in a second, because I know that potentially we're going to see them, and that'll affect our farmers and exporters.
Yeah.
But we're starting with the rural divide, which you've been talking about this week.
So interesting. I've been in the seat for Jamie this week. He's been away on family duties, the nice one, where there's an arrival, not a departure. But one of the topics that came up has been the rural divide, and I somewhat flippantly put it out there that within our rural communities, across farming, across the whole sector, there is too much of this sort of tall poppy syndrome. And in fact, urban people recognise that agriculture is a very important part of the backbone of this nation. But within farming itself, there's a lot of, there's not enough of, there's not one way, but we are one. There's still, you get a great juxtaposition. I remember a year or two ago, there was a fabulous back-to-back country calendar episodes. One was Jeff and Justine Ross's Lake Hawea Station. The other, a week later, was Andrew and Meredith Carpenter's Ruanui Station in Taihape. Now, these are poles apart in terms of some of the things they do, but the stock that leaves their property and it contributes to our economy, not a hell of a lot different. And in fact, they have engaged and spent time together. But the feedback around the Lake Hawea Station having mattresses at the bottom of the porthole where the sheep went down, and
So is it people a bit too judgy?
Yeah, I think it is. We would never, I believe, get a farming party into Parliament like the Dutch have with whatever number of MPs it is, because we're just not united enough. There's too much of the tall poppy. It's like, get on it, because these are great times at the moment. Yeah,
well, they're the best of times.
Yeah.
And you've got fed farmers, and then you've got groundswell, these sort of, you know what I mean?
Crowd, there was, and there was clear divisions between the messaging, but I think there may be a bit more, but I was just interested in the text machine just went wild when I said the rural, Yeah, there is a divide there. Don't try and make out there isn't. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've had confidence surveys out.
Yeah.
Presumably, they're saying good things.
Yeah. Well, sheep, beef, lamb. A friend of mine who farms in the Pongaroa in the Tararua district, they had lambs go out the other day, and they couldn't wait to tell me that's $200.04. For a lamb. And it's not that long ago when $75 was tough as a lamb. And I remember my days on the farm, post-Rogernomics in the 80s, it was like $12 for a lamb. So they're pretty buoyant times out there. The dairy game, those guys who are very efficient and producing at, say, less than $5 a kilogram have now got $5.50 on top of that, the $10.50 payout. And if they're producing hundreds of thousands of kilograms of milk solids, you know what they make, and they're doing well. But I think there's also a sense and sensibility out there among farmers now in these more boom times to pay down some debt.
Absolutely.
So confidence is good. Arable farmers, not so good. Not when your only amount of profit you're making is in your straw that you're selling off the back end of your product. So, seed and grain and things, that's a bit of a struggle. Yeah.
What are you doing on the Country today?
So it'll be Jamie will be back in the seat today, and no doubt he'll have one or two golf stories, but it'll be mainly about tariffs and what we can expect from Uncle Donald will be, I think, at the forefront.
Where it sounds like, because I've had a chat to a think tank over in the US this morning, and also we've heard from Todd McClay, it sounds like they're going to go to 15.
15, yeah. It does have that feeling of 15, doesn't it?
Yeah.
10 would be nice, but 15 looks like it's going to be.
Yeah. All right, appreciate your time this morning, Hamish. Thank you.
Ryan.
That's Hamish McKay, host of The Country, and Jamie will be back in the hot seat today.